Aloha everyone, my name is Alana Nicole Kikanani Godoy, and I am the 2017 and 2018 Miss Pacific Islander of San Diego First Princess. Before I explain to you why I'm making this video, I'd like to give you a little more information about myself. I am 20 years old, of Hawaiian descent, and I have 3 younger siblings. I graduated from Stowe Canyon High School in 2016 with a 4.78 GPA. I currently attend Southwestern Community College, where I am double majoring in sociology and anthropology. This is my last year at Southwestern because I will be receiving my associates this fall, and next fall I hope to be at a university. My top 2 right now are San Diego State and CSU San Marcos, but I have yet to make that decision. On top of going to school full-time, I've also been working full-time at Umpqua Bank. It's kind of surreal working in a corporate office I started when I was 19, but it's been an absolutely incredible experience. With all of these responsibilities and full-times, I've also managed to be able to live with my boyfriend and his family, and that has also been a very surreal and incredible experience. A lot of people tell me that I don't have the normal college life, but in all actuality, I would have to disagree, because a lot of college students that I know at least work full-time, work part-time, they're working through school, and they're also not living at home and they have to pay their own bills. So I think we should look at what is considered normal and maybe change it to a different lens. One of the main reasons why I'm making this video is for myself. So the last 3 years have been pretty difficult for me. I've suffered from depression and anxiety for many years, but the last 3, it's been kind of full force. So on top of all these full times and trying to manage my schedule and figure out what it is I'm doing with my life, I've also experienced some great loss. Obviously, I moved out of my house. Before I graduated from high school, my great-grandmother, who was really like a mom to me, she passed away. And that was probably the lowest moment of my life. In addition to that, between then and now, I've also lost my grandma Sammy and my uncle JJ, and in my opinion they were all taken way too soon, especially my uncle JJ. It was very sudden and very tragic, and it's something that my family is still trying to heal from. It's very hard for me to stay positive when, unexpected situations happen, but I've come to learn that that's what life is. Life is unexpected and you don't know what's going to come next, and because of that, you need to live every moment in the moment. You need to enjoy it. You need to live your life to the fullest, and you need to be able to help others. Life is all about others. It's not about you. Yes, it's about your happiness, but it's also about your memory that you're leaving behind. It's your legacy, and your legacy can only be passed down through other people. So, here I am. My great-grandmother's death really took a toll on me, and like I said, it was the lowest point in my life. But it also inspired me to reach my highest. And the first step of my healing was trying to find things and do things that I know would make her proud. I used to swear that I only lived for my grandma and my siblings, and that was it. Those were the people that I cared about the most. And when you suffer with depression and everything just seems unbearable, sometimes you have to live for other people. Living for yourself comes with time, and I really hope that people understand that. So, after my grandma passed away and I tried to look for new things to make her proud, I came across an organization called PIFA. It stands for the Pacific Islander Festival Association, and I've known of PIFA for my entire life. I mean, I danced for them since I was a little girl at their annual festival. However, this year, after my grandma passed away, I found out that they actually have a lot of opportunities that I had no idea about. One of them being a scholarship opportunity. I've always been really smart, and my grandma knew that I was very smart, and she wanted me to chase after, my dreams and get an education pretty much. So I knew that I wasn't gonna have the financial support from my family because we don't have a lot of finances. So I ended up taking advantage of PIFA scholarship program and I applied. And I won. So in 2016, I was one of their high school recipients, and it was such a blessing because I was able to figure out how to get myself to community college, and I didn't have to worry about it for the whole year that I was there. But through working with PIFA and getting the scholarship, I also was able to see that they had the pageant scholarship program. 2017, I ran for it, and that was the year that it was myself, Melina Babauta, and then Lily Glenister, and we did phenomenal. Of course, you know, we had to figure out how to be sisters and what pageant life was all about because none of us had ever been in a pageant before. And for those of you who are saying, ew, pageants, I could never, I thought I could never do it either. I have never considered to myself to be a girly girl or a pageant girl, but I went out on a limb and I tried it because you know what, that's free money. That's free money that you're getting, and I needed all the free money that I can get. And I ended up falling in love with it. Pageants aren't about putting on heels and a gown and making this big show and having people fall in love with you. That's not what it's about. It's about really being able to pursue higher education, having a platform to talk and network with people in order to try to make a difference for the community. And I fell in love with it. I cannot emphasize that enough. Being able to make a positive impact on the community is something that I've always wanted to do but never knew how to do. I've always been someone who cares sometimes too much about others, but having a platform like this, it's really beneficial, and I learned a lot in 2017. Lily won first place, I got second, and Melina got third, and we ended up being an incredible team. We came up with the it happened in 2018, but it was PIFA's first ever Voice of the Sea Educational Summit, where we had kids from all ages, from middle school up to college, come to San Diego State, and we held this huge summit. We had keynote speakers, breakout sessions, a Q&A panel, and it was amazing. I mean, if you could see the benefit that so many kids had, it was well worth all the work, blood, sweat, and tears that we put into it. And that inspired me to run again. So 2018, I decided to run for Miss Pacific Islander of San Diego again. And I was ready. I was motivated, I was happy, I was excited, and on top of that, I was also running with Serena Sablon, someone who I have known for a while now. I would say that we used to dance when we were younger, and we just kind of lost touch after she stopped dancing at Kaleo. So seeing her and being able to run against her, that was really powerful for me. Having a sister, a pageant sister, that I already knew of before only created a tighter bond between us. But I was still really excited, and I still wanted to win. And I'm sure that any person who's competitive or goes into a competition, you want to win. Unfortunately, I did not win, and it was pretty discouraging. You know, it's nothing that I have against Serena or that I'm necessarily bitter about, but when you put yourself in that position, it does kind of discourage you, and you feel kind of down in the dumps, especially if you're like me and you have depression and anxiety. My anxiety definitely took over that night. You know, I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. When you set yourself up to run for something again, and you know, when you have anxiety, you hear voices in your head. Not like crazy voices, but you hear voices that, you know, tell you or give you an idea of how you will be perceived if you lose. You know, you make yourself vulnerable to be on stage in front of hundreds of people, and you've already done it before, so you think that, oh, well then, you know, she has it in the bag. But that wasn't the case. And whatever the case is, whatever it might be, it happens for a reason, and I truly, honestly believe that. During the pageant, we're asked, what is our life motto? And my life motto is that everything in life is an adventure if you're willing to change your perspective. Can't have that motto if I'm not willing to follow it. So after being discouraged and a little bit depressed for probably a day, I picked myself up. And sometimes being depressed for a day, you know, it sounds short in like a day, but that day can be absolutely miserable. Anybody with depression can, vouch for me. So I picked myself up and I got to work, and I needed to figure out how to bring myself up out of this depression while also still accomplishing my mission, which again is to help increase the confidence of Pacific Islander youth. What I had planned in mind was no longer definite. Part of that because, I realized that I didn't have as much control as I thought I did when it came to, group projects or the summit. Part of that was just because I got so excited leading up to the pageant that, I kind of forgot about Serena. And I'm not saying that because, I'm mad or I'm jealous or bitter. Like, I was just really, really excited. And when you're super busy and excited, you become tunnel vision, and it's no longer about the pageant. And it's no longer about anybody else. It's just about what you want to do, what you're passionate about, and how you're going to get that passion across, and how you're going to make a difference. So, my solution to figuring out what I wanted to do and being able to still follow through with my mission statement was to make these videos. With these videos, I want to be able to share more about myself. I think that in order to really connect with others, you need to have, open dialogue and open relationship, and also make sure that they feel comfortable with who you are. And I think that, if I just sit here and preach about different social issues and I don't relate myself to them, I kind of become unapproachable. Me myself, I've always been pretty open. I'm not really shy about my life or my experiences, and I'm more than happy to talk about almost anything with almost anybody. So it's not really a problem of me sharing my story. And also, it helps me heal, really. Talking about what I've been through and my hardships, it helps me kind of heal from them. It makes me realize that, it happened, it's over with, look where I'm at today. Look how far I've come. And, if that helps other people, then all the better. Why not share my story? I will not only just be talking about myself, because I can't do that all day long. I would love to talk about social issues that I think are very relevant. I am getting a sociology degree and an anthropology degree. With anthropology, I hope to look more into the cultural side of it and really learn more about different ethnicities, different traditions, especially in the Pacific Islander community. It's working with PIFA and doing the summit last year. It really inspired me to change my major and hone in on what I felt passionate about, which is culture and people. And, anthropology, sociology, culture, and people. So it kind of works out. Part of that passion, though, is going to be documented through these videos. I hope to talk about social issues that I know everybody goes through, but also honing in on specifically the effects on Pacific Islanders. I truly believe that by being able to talk about these issues and bringing these social issues to the forefront, we're going to be able to make a difference. We're going to be able to build our community back up, build each other back up, build ourselves back up, and have the confidence to be able to do what we want to do. Because if we know that our experiences and our hardships are normal and that other people are facing them, then they don't become as scary, and we don't close up and block the rest of the world off. And instead we look for support, and we're able to do the things that we want to do. And that's all we can really ask for. I hope that I inspire somebody to continue to do their best, to know that they're never alone. They're never alone. That's one of the biggest goals that I have. If I can help just one person feel that they have the support of the community and that they're not alone, then I'm happy. This video is the first of many, and I know it's a little lengthy and a little boring, but I wanted to give you guys a little bit of information about who I am, what I'm trying to do, and a layout of what's to come. So in the following videos, I will be definitely talking about mental health and physical health, lifestyle choices, fitness, substance use, sexuality, family issues, you name it, I'll talk about it. If you guys have any suggestions or any topics that you'd really like me to discuss, please leave a comment below. and I'll be sure to try to address it in the next coming videos. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys stay tuned for more, because there's definitely more to come. Mahalo.